Hello guys, it's currently 7:17. I'm a little emotional because I had quite a night. So I'm gonna share some of my wishes. I wish I did not have to look at somebody else's life to calm myself down from my own life, and also to teach me how to live my own life. I wish that my anxiety didn't have the ability to keep me awake for 24 hours plus. It's almost like my body is afraid to speak or chooses to remain silent when I have mental issues going on. My stomach never growls when I haven't eaten. And I wish that it didn't do that. I wish that it screamed for help more. I wish that I was better at life. You know, this entire week I've done literally absolutely nothing. I've made life so easy for myself. Every single stress factor, school, friendship, drama, everything I've erased from my life, and I've literally fully quarantined myself in this apartment for this entire week with enough food and a bed, and I have absolutely no excuse to not be able to sleep or eat. I wish that I knew how to check up on people, specifically my family members. I wish I knew how to say I love them and I'm so thankful for them. I wish I knew how to do things without constantly feeling like I'm the most awkwardest person doing them, because most times I was not awkward doing the thing, but when I feel awkward, that actually makes the thing become awkward. I wish I knew how to love myself and how to tell myself that it's okay and that this is your first time at life, so you don't have to have everything figured out. I wish I could see the sun in the east more, because I only see it in the west, or I don't see it at all. I wish I knew that I have a decent enough personality to where I could have used that to make friendships, instead of thinking that the only way to gain friendships is to have other people pity you. It's actually the way to lose friendships. I wish that I did not have the social cues of a elementary school kid. I wish that I could have stupid little crushes so that I could have something to think about when I try to fall asleep at night, or something to think about when I need to wake up. I wish that I can feel deserving of the things that I've been granted in my life. I wish I did not have to drag more people into my life, because they deserve better. Except once they know me, they have to know me. I wish that I don't become a victim of wasted potential. I wish that my mom is happy. I wish that my grandpa and grandma are happy. And I wish that I knew how to make them happy. I wish that me and my voice can stop being two separate people. I wish that me and my voice weren't like enemies, always going against each other or making the other one fail. I wish that instead we had amazing collaboration skills, so that when my voice came out of my body, it doesn't make me want to shut my ears. I wish that I have more time to figure my life out, because I promise that one day I will not disappoint. But until then, there's gonna have to be a lot of tolerating moments. I wish that I knew how to hiccup in public, how to get my food in a drive-thru without either having my car be too far away from the window, or dropping it midway, or shaking uncontrollably. I wish I knew how to just make up my mind and not have to go back and forth, because I end up losing both options in the end. I wish I knew how to stop developing new insecurities. Some of them don't even make sense at this point. I'm insecure about having a lopsided mouth, so I purposely overlined this one a little bit
higher so that it looks even, but I'm also insecure that you can see the overlining, and instead I look stupider. I'm also insecure that every single time I put on lipstick, I get dead skin, but I'm also insecure to not put on lipstick because my natural lip color is not pretty.
I wish my insecurities didn't fight one another. Hi guys, it is like 10 minutes later. I've put on an outfit. I also have a flannel. Yeah, I don't think this is the vibe, but it's all I got, so maybe if I jump, I'll wake up. Okay. Because if I take a nap right now, I don't think anyone's gonna wake me up. Not even like the 15 alarms I've set. I'm gonna keep myself occupied by straightening my hair. Because you see, after it's straightened, because it's so hard to straighten all of my hair, I will not want to sleep because I will not want to mess up the hair. If you think that you might fall asleep, just do something that's going to tick off the perfectionist in you, and you are A-okay. Ta-da! We're yay! So for some reason, I cannot find my breath mint. Honestly, a cough drop might work. Okay. Oh, yes you are. It's giving girls' locker room. Oh my gosh, it's giving that one girl who brought her Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret perfume and went all into everybody's souls. It's 8:30. Should be on set at 10:30. It's gonna take me 40 minutes to get there. I'm still a little early. I don't think Febreze is for people. You see, 20-minute naps have the same energy as your uterus not letting you pee in your pants. Even if you have to pee, like you have to go, like you are just, like you gotta, Niagara Falls is falling. Your uterus is still not gonna let you pee in your pants. That's the same idea of taking a 20-minute nap. I won't even fall asleep if I know I have to wake up in 20 minutes. For a second there, I saw Voldemort. Is red eye? Red eye ice coffee or ice cap? Do you have hot or just ice? No, yeah, that's all. Thank you. But it's called the red eye. That got my attention, but I got a small just because. I don't know, me and espresso don't really work well together. I always do this though, but I'm too drunk, I just like don't sleep. And I just feel like really bad, I don't know why. I arrived half an hour before my call time, so I'm gonna try to take a little nap. But in a professional way. Knowing my direction sense though, it might take me half an hour just to find the freaking house. I'm not good at this. Also, there's a pool right there. I really want to go in. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is fun.
To find a directory listing, use your finger to move the directory bar up
Emily
or down.
or Dave?
Or use the search
Why is there
by last
two?
name button at the bottom.
Do I call Emily or Dave? actually doesn't. Like, it's really hard. I tried having pizza and I wanted to throw up. Like, it's so bad right now. Like, I feel so bad for like everyone because like I'm involved in the entire group. Like I feel like they can all tell I'm off, but like I really cannot stop. Like the panic is crazy. Okay, you got this, bitch. Better pull your shit. Today was really fucking rough. I got I don't know how to live. I don't know how to live. I feel so helpless. I will mess it up because I don't have any urges and I don't know what I want anymore because I don't want anything. The guy was so nice. He drove me home and he didn't even ask me to pay for it. I could have paid for it. I'm 18. I'm a fucking adult. And he was like, thank you. And then I just like walked off and he doesn't deserve, he deserves better. Like, I mean, like, was like, thank you, and then I just, like, walked off, and he doesn't deserve, he deserves better.
So typically after a panic attack or just showing noticeable anxiety in public, I will come back home and just overthink and fixate on every small thing I did, and I will typically inflate the people I was with to an almost godlike image as the nicest, most deserving people, and further use that to contrast it with me, someone who messed it all up, gave irreversible impressions, lacked social manners, and couldn't even just be normal or speak without choking. I will then berate myself for screwing up this opportunity, self-sabotaging, automatically thinking they all hate me, which convinces myself I will never deserve anything in my life again, shattering any worth that I've built up.
I don't want to always be this way. I don't always want to be that inconvenient bitch in the corner. I doesn't know how to do normal things like eye contact. I've tried so hard to change. Look, I literally got new wrinkles today. Yeah, I feel myself just crashing, but I just want to cry more. I could just sleep right now and tomorrow I could reassess. That's the fucking healthy and smart way, but I just want to talk to someone. I just want to feel like it's not my fault. That's not everybody. And it's one thing if my mental health wants to mess with my life, but I'm not gonna allow it to do it to other people's lives too. Like my heart will not stop pumping. Fast mode. I want it to continue to pump. It won't like calm down and I'm like losing breath. Like I feel like I can't breathe without like, maybe I should like go outside. At least there's like air because I know there's a lot of trees out there.
Residual panic and self-catastrophizing. This is like a cognitive and physiological hangover, for better use of words. Fear is maintained through interpretation as you can't help but further replay and amplify. The mind fills in gaps with fear-based details, often sharpening moments that weren't as dramatic in real life or weren't even fully registered at the time to be what it is that you think it is now. And your nervous system is still sensitized and scanning for danger, so breathing remains shallow, sleep disrupted, adrenaline elevated.
Whoa. It is just so funny to me the amount of times my anxiety over something has filled me with so much energy that I feel like I'm already full. Like, I just realized the reason why I also don't eat a lot is literally because I'm just so anxious all the time over like this or that anxiety just eats for myself. Like, it literally makes my stomach full and I produce so much nervousness. The butterflies just make me full. And then I don't have any room left outside of the butterflies to actually put food into. And so I don't eat, but I'm not hungry. But anyway, I thought we should probably still try to eat, so I was gonna just heat up this little like hot dog bun. I'm gonna heat it for 45 seconds. I feel like I just need to sit down and have a long thinking process. I just need to think, but whoa! Oh my! Okay, I'm back in my bed again. It's the only place where I feel like calm. No, but it's just sad because like I want to be fun. I don't want to be someone that constantly is held back due to things that happened in my past. But you know, I also want to advocate for those who something big happened in their life and it disrupted them from being able to do things on the regular timeline. First of all, I don't even think a regular timeline should exist because everyone's lives are different. But you know, for me, I had incidents with a trusted adult. I just don't, I hate to be the kind of person that whenever anyone just wants to do anything normal, anything fun, anything super just simple, like I just bring up my trauma and then make everyone just silent. Like, I don't like to be that person. But I found myself, you know, from the ages of like 13 to 16 getting so frustrated and so mad at myself for not being able to do normal teenager or kid things, and I would put all the blame on myself. And when I finally attribute some to the traumas that I've been through or to the people who have abused their power when I was younger, it gives me a little bit more lenience, and I'm like, you know what, like, it's not all my fault, and life doesn't happen the same for everyone. So maybe you don't understand why I'm unable to do something, but that's because you haven't gone through the experiences that I've gone through. You shouldn't blame yourself for still being affected by it because it's something that basically disrupted your life. It's just sad because my first initial instinct to everything is I love a challenge.
How I face it head on is I tend to not. I've realized for me, I tend to laugh it off. It's a form of mental closure without real emotional integration. It's like this need to externalize my thoughts because they're loud and pressurized, but the true content is still too charged, so my mind reroutes to something adjacent or safer. I begin a process of almost narrative reframing, retelling a similar or even unrelated past moment that once felt overwhelming but now feels safe to laugh about. Humor and rationalization bring relief, but the original fear is never fully addressed. It feels like closure, I feel lighter, casual, better, but it's really avoidance dressed up as understanding. The cycle ends without actually being resolved, meaning it's only a matter of time before the next trigger.
Oh my gosh, a core memory just popped up. I had this business where basically I would do people's work for them. This was in middle school, by the way. This was like, I think 7th grade or 8th grade. I think it was like gym locker room talk, I don't know, and it just happened. And I got my first order. It was a Think Through Math. I don't know if you guys, I think it used to be called Imagine Math, or it used to be called Think Through Math. It's now called Imagine Math, I think. I did someone's Think Through Math for like $10. I did like a chunk or like a lesson, and then I did some other people's Think Through Maths. I didn't even really come up with prices. It was like an unfinished business. And then I remember once on my Snapchat, I never post on my story. I've like probably only posted on my story 3 times, and I've had Snapchat since I was in 5th grade. This one time I was like, I'm gonna post, does anyone want me to do their Think Through Math for, it was like what, $10, or we can talk about prices or whatever. Had this little post. I was super proud of myself. I was like, girl, you are networking, you're business singing, like you can go buy your Forever 21 crop top now. I posted that, but I was like, I want to only post it to the people that I know are going to maybe want this business. So on Snapchat, you have the ability to only send your story to those specific people. You can choose. So I purposely chose all those people that I thought potentially, like, they were either people I'd already worked with in the past, wink wink, or they were people that I just knew potentially could want my service. I ended up posting the story to everyone but them. Because it was actually, you're supposed to choose the people you want to exclude from your story, not the people you want to add into your story. So I ended up sending that to all the nerds and all the smart people and all the goody tissues. And the next day, when I woke up, you know, all like, the sun is out, let's check who's texted back. Oh, Rachel, I'm not sure if you should do that because the last guy who did that got caught from a teacher and I may have to report you. And I also got another post that was like, ha 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 ha, Rachel, you've stooped to a new level of desperation. But yeah, that was, and I've had very embarrassing moments on Snapchat. So I also just finally broke my streaks. I didn't even know streaks were a thing, and then I got sent streaks like in 6th grade, and then I sent them back, and I've just kept it till now. Obviously not like the same number because like I was on a cruise once and there wasn't any Wi-Fi, and I almost bawled my eyes out because I was like, we have like a 400-day streak. It's just crazy. It's crazy how much I'm a creature of habit because streaks do nothing for me. There's no point in keeping streaks. I send them a picture of my ceiling or a black screen every single day. There is no point in streaks. I don't even know who does streaks anymore. And yet I just cannot stop. I see the number and I'm like, I cannot break that. I cannot break this bond that I formed with the absolute stranger or a person that maybe I was in algebra with once, but we've never talked. I remember once, I also don't know how this happened. Oh, no, yes I do. There was this guy. He was like 20 years old or something. He was like in college and I was in 7th grade at that time. And he like slid into my Snapchat DM. It was really fucking funny because I don't have any photo, any indication of me right now. My Snap Bitmoji, whatever, is a pregnant woman. Maybe that will scare off men. It hasn't scared off men. I was just so like pure pressure at that time. Like I don't even know how this guy ended up into my like friends list, and I could have just like never responded, but when you open the Snapchat and they show that, you know, you opened it, you read it, like it puts you in an awkward position. So he really liked talking about like he liked to call everything icy. Like he was like, my chains are so icy, my girls are so icy. And so, you know, being the people pleaser that I am, I now say that in every single video. I'm so sorry. I tried to talk back to him in his language, and so he was like, oh, like what are you doing right now? Taking an icy bath. I'm sorry, that's not even supposed to be that funny. It's just 7th grade me was wild. Anyway, and then I thought that was like it, right? You know, got out of the chat, okay, whew. He would start texting me like, what are you doing, like every single day or every single other day or sometimes multiple times within a day. And I ran out of icy things to do, you know? And then one time I was like, oh, like I'm in school. And he was like, oh, like, you know, what grade level are you in or whatever. I was like, 7th grade. And then after that, he was like, oh shit. And then it was really funny because he would still send me Snapchats afterwards. But instead of saying like, hey hottie or hey whatever term he used, he would say hey cutie. Yeah, I'm just a little awkward too, but the funny thing is I never once sent him a picture of me. He never once even, like, I don't know if he construed all that in his mind, but there we go. What a poor memory. Pickleball, what's the big deal? That's kind of cute. That's cute.
To finally conclude
conclude, I did want to say, despite my personal challenges, this set was still one of the most loveliest experiences. It was filled with laughter, generosity, and care, and the script was funny, sharp, and beautifully written. Huge kudos to the director and the entire team for creating such a safe, supportive environment and for welcoming me into a project that felt so real and relatable. From the validating conversations at lunch with my director to the continued check-ins after filming wrapped, I felt so lucky to work with such a talented, accepting, and thoughtful director who, by the way, wrote the cutest personalized email telling me I got the part and made me feel like I could be so myself at all times. Also, I just thought of randomly how I had borrowed a pen during our table read, and she said it was her favorite pen, but then in the end told me I could keep it if I wanted to. To my scene partner too, who maybe excused my awkwardness or weird trembling energy to my age, but still kept being so gentle, patient, and careful to check in on my comfortability. It was never his responsibility, yet he extended a hand so naturally, and it meant more than I can say.